you. One free ticket to paradise, baby.
Almost there to paradise. We've asked 14 guests to go on a paid all-inclusive resort, and they can't wait to bury their feet in the sand. The only problem is our guests will never make it to paradise. What they don't know is their plane will crash on a remote island ruled by a mythical creature who has entrapped the island with a magical field, blocking everyone from leaving in a traditional manner. These plane crash survivors are going to have to do their best to survive if they ever want to escape the island. But there's another catch. Only one can escape, and whoever that is will win 50,000 Velmont dollars. I'm your host, Chris, and I will be narrating this wild journey. Welcome to Survival Island. But first, let's see what happened before our survivors crashed on the island. Welcome back! Before we board this airplane, let's get to meet some of our players at the airport.
Hold on, wait, I need to add one more thing. This is my icon. The upside down T, it's a meme. Hello, I am Cam, and I am not human because I was once human, but a witch threw a sussy potion at me and became my least favorite mob.
How do you feel about going to Paradise Island?
I don't know.
I'm excited to rule the kingdom. I hope to create and enter the party.
I am Latboy and I have a good passion for maps and building. I've been pretty excited to go to Paradise Island. It happened so suddenly, so I decided to say yes. To be honest, I'm excited to swim and probably be lazy the whole time. XD. WATER, Cheetah Girl HQ says I'm Cheetah and I'm 10. I feel great and I can't wait to get there. I'm excited to go swimming and running at the resort.
Hello, my name is Cargo XYZ, but everyone just calls me Cargo. I was born and raised in Hershey, Pennsylvania. Both my parents were accountants, and all I do for a living currently is I work in a Hershey's chocolate factory, and I'm really, really, really proud of what I do. And this show is a great opportunity for me to just get away from Hershey, Pennsylvania, and really, I'm just so excited to, have the experience, get to the resort, swim, do all those fun things. I'm just really, really looking forward to a nice, relaxing break from working in the chocolate factory. It's been so long.
How do you feel about going to Paradise Island? What are you feeling right now?
Honestly, I just can't wait. I've heard it's just a really, really amazing place to go. I've heard so many great things about it. I heard it's like 5-star ratings. Everyone that's gone, so yeah, I can't wait.
Kerbsuki says hello, I am Kerb the Conqueror of World, Slayer of Gods. Vaxes was my best guy. Brand, I trust in your hands, you know why? I don't. Also please let me be your wife. Please, she gave you a speech and you talked and talked about yourself. It's going to be a long tour, Curb, or else I'll have to start beating people up with my sword she gave you, Vaxus. I don't know if that would help, but it would.
How do you feel about going to Paradise Island?
When I arrive at the island I plan to have lots of sex. Kurbsuki says I thought there would be a lot of nude women. My dreams were crushed, my life was ruined. I blame Cam. I believe there wouldn't be an anti-nude policy if there wasn't a 5-year-old coming. I would have had sex with so many hot women if he didn't come.
We'll get to meet more of our guests later on. As our passengers board the plane, it seems like tensions are starting to rise.
Kurbsuki says I feel that I will not get along with any of them. They are clearly less superior beings than me.
I absolutely hate Kirby.
Is there anyone on the plane that has annoyed you?
Curb.
There's this one guy, his name was Curb, I think. Yeah, I'm not so sure about him, unbearable to ride with. He was annoying, and, he just kept kicking my chair, to be honest. It was really annoying. I was sitting in front of him. He didn't stop, and it was freaking aggravating.
I don't even know Curb, but he sounds like a weirdo to me.
I am not surprised they fear me and jealous of my status and wealth. The plane ride was an experience too tense. People kept getting mad at me for jerking off. Would not do again. I refuse to ride in a public plane now.
Thanks for sharing, Curb, I guess. How about we get to learn a little about the pilot of this plane, Will. Will is a nationally famous pilot in Velmont. He is famous for his perfect flying record. Anyone fortunate enough to travel with Will never forgets his unforgettable energy. Everyone is ecstatic about Will the pilot.
Pilot was nice. I mean, I didn't really have a full-scale conversation with him or whatever, but, I saw him as we were getting onto the plane.
There was a pilot?
Unfortunately, Will's perfect flying record wasn't enough to save our guests from the mysterious engine failure.
I kept noticing that we kept getting closer to the ground, to the water. So that's when I really started to get concerned. And then the pilot came over on the intercom and began telling us to brace, which was very weird. I was, at this point I was pretty frightened. I knew that this wasn't going to end up good.
You're right, Cargo. It did not end up well at all. I know this looks bad, but as long as we have Will the pilot, he'll be able to fix the plane and get us out of this mess. Unless those bones over there belong to... Uh-oh. So what if our guests don't have a pilot? They'll be able to team up to get off the island together. What? Who's there?
My name is Brute and I am the ruler of this island. I control all aspects of this island in my underground kingdom. It was no coincidence your plane crashed here. I made your plane crash here with my powers. You are left to fend for yourselves and I will prey on those who can't survive. Only one will escape my island. Good luck.
Surely our survivors are brave and enduring and can face this challenge head on and survive to the best of their ability. I stand corrected. Turns out, Gray died in a fire. Let's get to see some of the strategies our survivors are making in order to survive the island.
Wait, did the game start?
Oh, is it starting? Tofi, I'll follow you as well.
It looks like Neo is making an alliance with Tofi. Let's get to meet Tofi now.
My name's Toph, I'm a generic British word. And in all honesty, I like homicide. I think that's basically me in a nutshell. I also do quite enjoy my tears, especially when they're quite sweet. When the plane crashed, I was quite shocked at first, but a wave of relief came over me when I realised I didn't have my dog Bruno with me.
Well, there's a lot of people on.
I really want to try to get on.
Siren? He's seen Siren Head.
Oh my god, there are pandas. That's so cute.
Way up for me, Tofi.
Bruh, people are dying like, oh, if I die, that's okay. We get second life.
No, you die, you're gone.
Unfortunately, Caved Rick was unable to survive the fire, and that makes him the second survivor to not survive. It looks like Curb has found a mysterious house on the coast of the island.
I'm not surprised I was the first one to find it. The other simpletons would take years to find it.
While Curb investigates, he finds a useful crossbow weapon and a book written by another inhabitant of the island a long time ago. Will Curb share this information he found with the other islanders?
No.
I guess Curb won't be sharing that information with the other survivors, but hopefully they find out on their own.
Ooh, some people found the wall. Whatever that was
What
called.
wall?
I don't remember the wall.
Lagboy, Cypre, and Beryl find a wall with the island's landmarks on it. Perhaps this will aid each of them in their quest to get off the island.
I thought why this wall would be here? I found out it might be a map.
And unfortunately, Caved Rick rage quits after his death, and we are unable to get an interview from him. Let's see what Cam's been up to.
I crafted a button. Yeah, that's right. I crafted a button. That's totally right. I crafted a button. No one's at spawn, bruh.
That was eventful.
I gotta get me some stone.
What the? Is Neo here as well? Was that Neo, or is that someone else?
That's Neo.
Well,
I needed to get somewhere different from the others so they won't go mental, but eventually I do think I would have went underground trying to plan everything out. Needed to get armoured up to survive the island, that's why I went mining, and it did give me some sort of shelter from the weather and the cold. On the island, I became friendly with this individual called Neo. We did get quite well together, and he was assisting me in the mines.
While Tofi and Neo are mining, we can see that some other survivors have other plans. It appears Cheetah and Cypher have a similar strategy where they are working to get tools. And it looks like Cypher and Cheetah are in an alliance of their own.
8Cypre says my name is 8Cypher626 and I'm a multimillionaire infamous killer. The island is it's fun but it'd be a lot more entertaining if you would decapitate other players. The person I don't like is Kurbsuki. When she wanted to start a alliance I agreed but I was going to backstab her any moment. Winky face.
Cheetah might have to sleep with one eye open in this alliance. Here's a quick shot of Lagboy getting wood. Cheetah might have a similar strategy with that oak sapling. In the cave, Cargo is going mining similarly to Tofi and Neo's strategy. It looks like Cargo has found some good loot, but turns out there was better loot inside that cave. What Cargo doesn't realize is there is an enchanted trident deep in that cave water, but unfortunately another survivor is going to beat him to finding it.
Honestly, when Kerr found the trident, I was very skeptical. Topi had told me that Kerr was known to not be as honest as some of the other people on the plane, so I was pretty skeptical about that. But eventually I found out that there's a lot of loot on the island, so I wasn't skeptical after I found that out.
I thought it was funny that Cargo went in the same cave before I did and didn't find it. Kurbsuki says Cargo probably felt like an absolute ignoramus.
Looks like some bad blood might be forming between the two, and some islanders like Cam have no problems taking sides.
Kill Kirby. I hate him. He is my sworn enemy. When PvP starts, he's the first one I kill.
On second thought, maybe Cam just always hated Curb even before this incident. But let's look on the bright side. Shy Fox has got a pet parrot now. But unfortunately, we have to say goodbye to another survivor.
Oh, PGG's out. Oh, he just left. He just left.
It may look like I was laughing, but I was very sincere and mourning on the inside, and fortunately, we were able to contact Lagboy for an interview.
I drowned because I thought something was down there. I forgot about my breath really. It's LAGBOI says I'd probably want most everyone to win. My final advice to everyone alive is to protect each other.
We shall miss you, Lagboy, and all the other survivors who couldn't survive. So much has happened to our survivors in the first day, and who knows how many more days we have left. As the sun begins to set for our survivors, Brute has an announcement to make for the nighttime.
Attention, survivors. Well done to all of you who have managed to survive this far. Let me assure you your time on Survival Island is far from over. Only one of you will make it off my island and the rest of you will perish. The death count right now is very promising, but I won't be satisfied until all but one of you die. Prepare for nightfall. I will be unleashing a wave of island monsters. Only the strongest survivors will survive. If you are withstanding enough to survive, I have a surprise for you that early morning. Mwah 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 mwah. Okay, I tired myself out.
Sounds like nighttime is gonna be hectic for our survivors, so we wish you all the best of luck. Daylight won't last forever for our survivors. And as we can see, Cheetah is making the most of her time left by getting supplies for the night. Meanwhile, Curb is off on a quick journey in preparations for nightfall. Additionally, Cypre is killing two birds with one stone by making a house for himself while mining underground.
Ooh, Cypress made a house. He's doing good.
I'm not doing good. Oh no, it's turned dark.
Yes.
Yeah,
As nighttime falls, our survivors will have to face the real challenge.
Those of you who have been fortunate to survive this long will now be faced against my wave of monsters who reveal themselves in the dark. I imagine this test will prove to be too difficult for some of you. But let it never be said that I'm not fair. I have a special gift in the morning for all of you who survive tonight. Good night and rest easy. You won't.
It looks like Beryl is the first to encounter Brute's monster waves. Beryl's not the only one with the strategy of hiding inside for the night. Cam seems to be doing the same thing, in addition to Curb, who is also smelting ores and crafting. Looks like Cheetah and Cypress alliance have worked out well for the both of them, as they both can live underground together to survive the night. And look out everyone, cause Cypress almost has a full set of iron armor. Cypre even has a personal strategy to survive the island.
8 Supre says try to mine, get armored strip mine for diamonds, then kill, escape and win.
Shy Fox is also trying to make shelter, but at night time. They are the only survivor to try and make the house. Be careful, Shy Fox, cause this house might make you a target from other survivors.
I would have burnt Fox's house right to the ground.
And speaking of Tofi, let's learn what he's been doing at night.
I first needed to get armoured up to survive the island. That's why I went mining. And it did give me some sort of shelter from the weather and the cold.
See what that is?
Iron, yay.
No, Neo, do you have wood?
Yeah, I do.
What down here? Zombie
Oh!
villager.
Cube is here.
Zombie villager. Yeah, he's a Chris. We've got a zombie villager.
Whoa! You guys might be able to, like, get some cool stuff with that.
Yeah.
Never mind. The skeleton just murdered it.
I'll give you some.
Neo was a hard-working individual who would normally assist in endeavours, such as gathering resources from the surface, and then coming down to help me mine. It's quite dedicated.
During all that fuss with Tofi and Neo, it looks like Cheetah has stepped outside and is farming zombie flesh. But unfortunately, we have to say goodbye to another teammate. Referred Wolf has died and will not survive the island. Unfortunately, we do not have an interview with them.
What is this cave? Oh my god.
The panda. He's the true hero of the story.
Does anyone know that song, Sweet Caroline?
Yeah.
It's stuck in the head for some reason. This looks beautiful. I'd love to have a survival base here, don't you think, Neo?
Do you wanna make one here?
Like a nice little cottage in the middle of the...
It appears Cypress also has left their shelter for the night and has found a book discovering a crafting code for a special key. What our survivors don't realize is that this key will help unlock the portal to help one lucky survivor leave this island and win the grand prize. Daytime has risen now, and it is time for Brute to congratulate the survivors who have survived the night and give the reward.
I am impressed how many of you were able to survive my fleet of monsters. Nonetheless, I have a reward I promised you. Coordinates have been unlocked as a reward for your survival thus far, and will aid you in your quest to get off the island.
This seems like a very helpful award for our survivors, and it looks like a lot of them are excited about the news, except for one.
I thought it was a bit delayed. Otherwise, we could have met up with Cargo, and he could just still be alive right now, Neo. He shot me after, and my friend Neo unfortunately passed away, which did take a toll on me. But eventually I made it back to the top side and was relieved from the fresh air. I was genuinely heartbroken, but I can't do anything to bring him back.
Good day, survivors. I hope the Coordinate Award is treating you well. However, I have another reward. Enough survivors have died to unlock the resource generator. You will find good resources in here that will aid you in your quest. I can't wait to see what this next day brings for our survivors. Farewell for now.
What a generous reward by Brute. This new resource gen will help our survivors get resources more quicker. But some of our survivors are too distracted to notice, like Tofi, who just lost Neo and is having hallucinations that Neo is still alive.
Honestly, life is too difficult to live without Neo. He was my best mate, my only friend.
We wish Tofi the best of luck in his morning journey. Meanwhile, Cypre and Curb have found a special temple on the top of the mountain. What they don't know is that this temple will be used for a resurrection ceremony that will be happening in the future on the island. What our players are talking about is when a survivor dies, they are turned into a ghost who has the ability to curse or bless these survivors that are still standing. And speaking of blessings, Shy Fox has a new upgrade to her parrot family.
Oh my god, Shy Fox got a second parrot. They have a third parrot! Oh my god.
I don't think these guys get the effect.
You should give everyone a blessing.
Kurbsuki says Fox must lack lots of brain cells to attempt such a abhorrent strategy.
Our survivors are more prepared to handle the second night, but will they still choose to hide inside, or will they brave the outdoor elements at nighttime? It looks like Cheetah decided to brave the outdoor elements at night, even though they don't have any armor. So good luck, Cheetah. Unfortunately, the no armor call might have been a bad one, as Cheetah has died and will not be surviving. Curb is also braving the outdoor elements, but at least he has an iron chest plate.
Curb, run for it! Run for it! Curb! Curb, get out of there! Get out of there, Curb!
Neo, right, listen. Hunger, yeah, but Neo, this effect at the end for like 10 minutes.
Fortunately, Cargo won't have to deal with any monsters, as he has decided to hide away for the second night. As we entered shelter, we discovered something about Shy Fox. Unfortunately, Shy Fox was unable to survive and has been turned into a ghost like Neo and Gray. Our support goes out to her parrot family. I would like to say things get easier for our survivors in the night, but unfortunately that would not be correct. Unfortunately, Brute's waves of monsters in the night were too much for Cypress. He has died and been turned into a ghost as well.
Wow.
We have lost both Shy Fox and Cypress during this night, but unfortunately that is not the total death count.
It's so fake.
Ask, what about if there's, like, the phantoms?
What the fuck? What the fuck? First, I'm on half a heart.
A heart. Well, I'm not gonna give you any blessings.
There's a cooldown period on how many times I can click a button, bro.
As if your life depends on it. Wait. I'll do that in a minute.
As I would get down, there's like probably phantoms.
Unfortunately, Tofi was not able to survive the night.
You have joined in.
Oh, and I probably you 100% mean there is.
Kurbsuki says imagine dying from fall damage, loser. Do not jump up from high places. I thought it was basic knowledge.
Oh, did you die? Wait, Tofi died? How did he die?
He fell.
Oh no, Toaster died.
Well, around the island, there was this invisible barrier. It was like magic. And I tried to scale up it, but my ankle snapped into oblivion. I fell, but I caught myself on a lodge, but my legs just gave in, and I bled to death.
We may have lost a lot of players this following night. Fortunately, Brute will be hosting a resurrection round in the next episode to bring back a number of dead players based on the votes of our current survivors.
Greetings, survivors. Many of you have proven you cannot survive the island. But, I have an offer for all of those who have turned into ghosts. I will grant some of you the chance to be resurrected today. All live players will choose a player to nominate for resurrection. Good luck, survivors. And, good luck, ghosts.
All alive players, please make your way to Siren's shrine at the top of the mountain.
Before the resurrection round begins, let's meet our players who are still alive and will be nominating a ghost, as well as finding out who are ghosts who have the chance of being revived. Currently, our survivors include Cam, Cargo, and Curb, while our ghosts are Tofi, Shy, Neo, Gray, and Cypre. Let's find out how the resurrection round went.
Okay. Cargo, let me get a...
Okay.
I chose to vote for the ghost I voted for because they were really ideal in the situation we were in. And I thought having them back would be ideal as it would increase the chances of my survival.
Tofi, where you going?
Bro, who had to, like, destroy this? For what reason? Slash give Cargo piece of paper.
All of our live survivors who will be voting have been given a piece of paper and XP to write their vote on.
All the ghosts are just waiting around. Slash give Curb paper. So, Curb and Cargo, please write down the ghost you would like to revive. How are we going to write it down? The anvil.
I'm gonna be the creepy
What?
Oh wait, that's
Did I not just put an anvil? Was that Curb?
It probably was.
Kurbsuki says I think the Kurbsuki guy should win.
Put the paper in the hopper. You know, click the hopper and put it in there, because I don't want the ghosts accidentally picking it up, because clearly Az is just... Az is just waiting here. Do you hope to be revived during the resurrection round?
No, honestly, life is too difficult to live without me. You was my best mate, my only friend.
Oh, this sucks.
By the way.
And there's the anvil. And then let me know, bro, stop, Curb, stop, Curb, stop.
Kurbsuki says I was thinking about massive huge amounts of national pride. The way I see it, I can be proud of America even if I don't even know who Tom Brady is.
Okay, Cam, let me know when you're done writing your name down.
I don't have paper. Oh, never mind.
I'm gonna go.
Let me just put out the item I rightfully robbed. Wait, so someone who I want to be revived. I'm voting for the person who's my dearest friend.
I'm also Brexit, by the way.
Yes. Okay, we have the names.
Unfortunately, we ran into an issue with one of the votes, as Curb has decided to vote for himself instead of one of the ghosts.
So, Curb's vote was foul, and so I will be, voting for him.
Was it a draw?
Curb, you wrote your own name. Obviously, you can't be revived. Obviously, you can't resurrect what's already alive. No, absolutely not. When you die, when you're dead, you're dead. With that being said, there is a three-way tie. Oh, I'll say this. There is a three-way tie, meaning all three ghosts will be brought to life.
Curb, I fucking hate the guy. I genuinely wish I could have murdered him as soon as I landed on that plane. It would have been better if he actually burnt with it, in all honesty. He's a bit of a prick.
Our three ghosts brought back to life include Tofi, Gray, and Cypre.
8Cypre says well I was pretty happy until I realized it was midnight.
Rip. I guess you can't be a ghost, Tofi, huh?
Why can't Neo not? Oh, what?
I'm gonna make sure I do negative effects so I don't get.
Correct. Can I not be revived?
If you want to give
stole
it
the
to someone
hoppers.
else, you can. Who do you want to give it to?
I stole these.
I want to give it to Neo.
Okay.
Oh no, I don't want it, Chris. I don't want it. Okay.
Okay. Well, is it you or Neo? Well, I mean, are you positive you want to give your resurrection to someone else? And
Yes, I'm positive, and it needs to be Neo.
okay.
No, I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it. I want it to be a ghost, bro.
I genuinely think you would have been better off, in all honesty. Better off than me.
I'm not getting revived. No, I don't wanna. Oh my god.
Yes, they should be good to go.
Alright, I'm gonna die real quick then.
No, Neo. Neo, let's go. Neo, let's go. Are you gonna kill yourself in the shop?
Yep.
Don't
I'm on
worry.
2 hearts. I guess I'm killing myself. Yay.
No, Neo.
I just broke the thing you were standing in to get the votes, and I'm gonna use stuff to get
I'm
tins.
gonna drop myself.
Chris, the buttons aren't working, by the way. Wow, Neo. Right, yeah.
Yay, I'm a ghost now.
And just like that, Neo has died for a second time.
I was quite upset about it, that he'd throw it all away, but I am glad that he decided that it was too difficult to live without me.
Unfortunately, Neo was not the only one to die. Cypre has also lost his life, which brings the survival count to 4. Even though it is nighttime for our survivors, that is not stopping Curb from deciding to explore a temple underneath the island.
What did you put?
I gave everyone a diamond.
Oh.
I wanted to be nice. But let's just give them 1 diamond.
Curb is putting himself in a lot of danger by visiting this temple, but maybe he will get some information out of it that will help him survive the island. Surely enough, it seems he has discovered a sacrifice podium. The podium needs a special item for a sacrifice, which Curb does not have or know yet, so he'll have to come back later. But he's still making his way to another area of the temple. As Curb discovers a tunnel, unfortunately, Gray has died and will not be surviving the island. The tunnel appears to have traps that could kill any player who falls into it. Fortunately for Curb, he has decided to bridge, which will help him survive.
I think I see someone who is dead. Face.
Now that Curb has found some treasure, let's hope he is able to escape the tunnel in time. And luckily for Curb, he was able to survive. There are now 3 survivors remaining. Let's check on Cargo.
Oh, yo, I'm in Neo. Well done.
You know something? Like, that happens a lot with friends. Like, look at this shit.
Cargo seems to be doing well for himself as he is camping near Siren's Shrine, a shulker box that generates resources which will help him survive the island.
My bad.
Meanwhile, Cam also has a respectable strategy as he is still mining for resources which will also help him survive the island.
It's still my time.
Creeper Cam 91 says I didn't get anything, well at least, not that I remember. No iron or nothing. So I don't know, probably a waste of time.
Now that there are 3 remaining survivors left, it is time for them to start thinking about how they can escape the island. Let's see if Siren can give us any clues as to how they will be able to do this. Looks like I'll have to say for him. In order for our survivors to go to Siren's temple, they will need to unlock this portal, which will need all 3 of them. Will they be able to work together? Meanwhile, coordinates have been unlocked for all of the island's locations to help our survivors get off the island. Another generous gift provided by Siren. Because of Siren's tip to check the labyrinth for custom crafting recipes, Cam has decided to go and explore the labyrinth, but little does he know that he is being followed.
I need to craft torches and compass.
While exploring the labyrinth, Cam has also found something more than just crafting recipes. He has also found part of a secret code which will help him later on. Cam finds out that he is being followed by Tofi in ghost form, but he is not the only one. And thanks to Toph's help, Cam is also able to find another part of the code, and possibly the most important piece of information, a crafting recipe to a dimensional key which will be used to help transport our players to another dimension which will help them escape the island. As they are checking out the crafting recipe, the other stalker reveals themselves.
There are other. Curb, how did you just happen to get in this? How did you happen to get? Did you?
What did you think about the labyrinth?
CreeperCam91 says I wasn't there for long, so I don't know. Didn't get too involved, I stayed there for like an hour or two of recording, didn't know what these code meant, I mean like, I am dumb.
While Curb and Cam, both alive players, and Toph, now a ghost, explored the rest of the labyrinth, let's check on Cargo. Cargo appears to be enjoying the sunset, which is understandable during these stressful times. However, Cargo should be concerned as it is becoming nighttime, and we all know when nighttime falls, the monsters show up. Thanks to that monster hunt, Cargo found a special altar that will teleport 3 players to a unique temple hidden near the island shore. First, Cargo will have to ask Cam and Curb if they're willing to stand beside him on the altar.
CreeperCam91 says Cargo asked me to help open the portal, I said yes, I would help anyone, as long as it's not Crib.
And fortunately, Curb has also agreed, so now it is up to our 3 players to make their way to the altar. This is going to be easier said than done though, as they must be on the altar in the morning or else they'd have to wait another night. Meaning they're going to have to travel there tonight. As of right now, Cam has barricaded himself inside the labyrinth for protection against the night monsters. At least he has Toph watching over him like a guardian angel. Meanwhile, Curb has also barricaded himself for the same reason as Cam. Appears to be killing 2 birds with 1 stone though, as he is also taking care of some cooking to pass the time. It's time for them to start their journeys to the altar though, before it is too late. Although it is very risky to go outside at nighttime, our survivors have no choice if they want to make it to the altar in time. While Curb is traveling, he has a run-in with a few skeletons. It's a good thing Shy Fox, now a ghost, was there to protect Curb from some of those skeleton shots. It looks like their efforts were all in vain, however, as Siren has rewarded all 3 of them the gift of teleporting them to the altar as a gift for surviving the night. As Siren says, let it not be said that he isn't fair. As our guests get teleported to the altar, they will soon be teleported to the location of the temple that's offshore but still near the island. Cam, Cargo, and Curb have proven themselves to be the top 3 players of Survival Island. Their strength, bravery, and sharp critical thinking skills have aided them their trip to this temple. Although 3 will enter, only 2 will walk out alive and make it to the final player versus player showcase, where we will be left with only 1 survivor. Who will be able to leave the island once and for all? Our final 3 survivors, Cam, Cargo, and Curb, have been teleported to a secret underground temple off the island's coast. All 3 of them are going to mine into this crater and begin their journey in the temple. This temple holds a special item needed for our survivors to make it to the final player versus player challenge, in which we will be left with our final survivor who will successfully leave the island. Until then, they are tasked with finding the special item. But beware, 3 players enter, but only 2 will leave. As they mine down, our survivors meet their first challenge of solving a puzzle. The secret clues in the labyrinth will help them at this challenge if only they remember. Curb tries a million different combinations with no success, but Cam on the other hand is able to solve thanks to him studying the clues in the labyrinth. The puzzle has revealed a hidden passageway even further underground. Our guests must be careful. 1 foul step or 1 monster encounter can end their chances. Unfortunately, here is where we say goodbye to one of the top 3 survivors. Cam has fallen to his death, but because of another survivor. It appears Curb has pushed Cam when he wasn't looking, and that is how Cam died.
Creeper Cam 91 says I am damn mad. Creeper Cam 91 says he ruined me.
Now that Cam is gone, it is only Cargo and Curb who are left. They will be the final 2 players to compete for the chance of getting off the island, but before they can, they must work together for one last time to find the special key that will unlock the final battle. While searching the barrels, they are also finding other items that can aid them in their quest, such as better weapons and armor. Despite all of that grinding, they still haven't found the key yet. They did manage to find some better armor and weapons so far, which will no doubt help each of them out in the final round. All of their searching is about to come to an end, however. Cargo has managed to finally find the key at last. For some reason, Curb is trying to leave without Cargo, perhaps out of jealousy for not finding the key himself. Little does Curb know, the temple will not let him leave without a second player, so he needs Cargo. Not only for that reason, but also because Cargo has the frickin' key, but I digress. This does not occur to Curb at any point, amazingly, as demonstrated by his numerous attempts to kick Cargo out of the entrance. Eventually, though, they are both able to get to the exit and finally leave. Even though Cargo has the key, it won't offer him any advantage since the key is only good for opening the portal. It is time for both of our survivors to get a final farewell to the island in case they do not survive. Once they are both ready, they will head to the final portal and open it. Once they are teleported into the final round, they will be on their own to fight each other to be the last one standing. It is time for Cargo to enter the key and unlock the portal. This will be a very crucial moment for both of them, as neither of them have no idea what to expect. Despite neither of them having no clue, they sure react differently to the situation. Cargo appears to be very stealthy and cautious, while Curb, on the other hand, seems to be diving right in, a strategy that some would criticize, but has resulted in him finding and obtaining some last-minute rewards against his face-off with Cargo. Once they are in, Curb tries to mine Cargo into the void but fails as Cargo notices. They both realize they're vulnerable on this platform, so they decide to start fighting once they make it to the landmass. As always, Cargo is a gift from God, such an amazing player I couldn't stress enough, and Curb is also here. What neither of them expected to see was the giant ender dragon that will be attacking both of our players while they are versing each other. After everything that has happened, Cargo has been taken out by the Ender Dragon and will not be surviving the island. The loss of such a wonderful player will forever shake the core of Survival Island. We cannot hear from Cargo, unfortunately, but we can hear from a supporter of Cargo who was hoping he would win.
CreeperCam91 says Curb doesn't he deserve this? He is rude.
Is there anyone you would like to thank for your victory?
Curbsuki says myself.
Who do you credit you winning Survival Island to?
Curbsuki says me.
What do you have to say to your fellow cast members in Survival Island?
Curbsuki says imagine dying. Curbsuki says I won all on my own.
Congratulations to Curb for surviving the island. Out of 13 survivors, he has proven to outlast all of them, probably because of luck and dirty tactics. Nonetheless, he has earned the greatest respect from Brute and has earned 50,000 Velmont dollars for his victory. We started this series over a year ago, and we have finally concluded the story millions have been dying to see. As we watch Curve leave the island, I'd like to thank every contestant for being a part of this show. I'd like to thank every contestant who agreed to do interviews for the show, and most importantly, thank you truly to everyone who watched this series, whether this one episode or all of them. Now, it is time for all of us to leave the island together.